Hello friends, today I am here to talk about a startup company, Inflector India. We will be discussing who started this, its origin, and with what motive it was started, whose main product is Inflector, a thermal heat barrier, and how it helps in reducing carbon emission and also along with this other benefits by the use of Inflector. Friends, Inflector India is a startup company from Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. And Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary is the co-founder who is on the world's biggest mission to save Earth. Friends, today the whole world is talking about green technology, and the reason behind this is the threat of global warming. So Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary started Inflector India with a product which is patented by NASA called Inflector, and its technology is just similar to the astronaut suits which act as a heat barrier. Inflector helps in reduction of carbon emission, acting as a thermal heat barrier. Today, each and every household use air conditioners, or we can say corporate companies. Hence, every place use air conditioners. Friends, we enjoy being in a cool environment by use of AC, but the outer emits lot of greenhouse gas or say carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide which is emitted to the atmosphere from the outer named as black carbon or hydrofluorocarbon is 100 times more deadly. Today, the major threat to the mankind or the atmosphere is global warming, and because of the excess heat emitted, the glaciers are melting down, and due to that, the temperature or the sea level is going up and up. Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary, after much research, found out that the carbon dioxide emitted through ACs is a major concern, and he started working on it. He identified that with his efforts, he can do something to cure the nature. As you know, the air conditioners we use is being rated in terms of stars. More the star, less carbon emission, or say less use of energy will be there, and vice versa. Less the rating, more carbon emission and more energy will be consumed. Now let's discuss how Inflector reduces carbon emission. Inflector is placed or used as a curtain or on a fixed frame in your window sills, the place which is exposed to the sun or you receive the sunlight. The visible lights which enter through your window panes are basically UV rays or say ultraviolet rays and infrared rays. Inflector acts as a barrier, stopping the UV rays by 92% entering your room or offices and 82% solar heat. It allows only 27% of the visible lights to enter the living area. Friends, as it stops the excess heat to enter the room, the temperature inside will be balanced even the air conditioners is turned off or you have a power cut. So friends, we have a lot of advantages because of this. Number one, you can say it reduces carbon emission by 30% to 50%. As even after the power cut temperature is maintained, your electricity bill will cut down to half. Thirdly, the UV rays which gives birth to lot of diseases you won't be exposed. Inflector, which is a thermal heat barrier, if you reverse the plates in winter, it will give you a warm feeling inside. So friends, Inflector, which is a NASA based product and patented by NASA, have the selling rights. Inflector India have the selling rights of 5 Asian countries, and it's a big achievement. Apart from Inflector India, no one can sell or duplicate the product in these countries. Already, Inflector India have successfully started taking contracts from leading public sector and private sector companies. To name a few, Indian Railways, PWD, JDA, Infosys, etc. More than 30 companies have placed orders to Inflector India for this product, and this big achievement for the founder Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary towards his mission to save Earth. Talking about Indian Railways, it is a big platform. Indian Railways have almost 1,26,000 kilometers tracks and number of AC coaches where this product will be used as a heat barrier. Friends, every train as we know have AC coaches which runs their air conditioners non-stop. The product Inflector will be placed in the window sills and it will cut off the energy by use of 50%. As so much of air conditioners are being used today, the energy required is immense, and for that energy to be produced, lot of fossil fuels is being buried or burnt. Fossil fuels may be either coal, petrol, diesel, etc. And because of that, so much of carbon emits to the mother nature. Inflector will be so much effective as the air conditioners which run for 24 hours, it will cut by half, or say if you run the AC for 12 hours, you can reap the benefits like before. Because it will maintain the temperature inside, even if you switch off your air conditioners, after some time, the temperature will be maintained. Friends, the whole world is talking about net carbon, as we know. So, the whole economy or the whole world is talking about net carbon zero by 2050, plan for the future concept and working towards it. So, the threat behind global warming is major, and it was sensed before 30 years, that is in 1992. In 1992, a COP, which is Conference of Parties, where 197 countries took part, was held in Brazil, and the meeting was named as UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Top scientists clearly suggested that if strict actions won't be taken, then very soon the earth will be no longer a place to live in for living and mankind. So it was decided that the temperature will not increase by 2 degrees and the decisions and steps will be taken as per requirement. If you see, before 10 years the temperature was much lower compared to today's temperature, and this is all because of us. Comparing the major development or developed countries, China emits almost 27% of carbon, which is very high. Next is USA 14% and India almost 7%. Just in the running race of development, countries did not even realize that they are hurting and spoiling the mother nature. Because of excess carbon emission, the ozone layer is being hurt day by day, and as a result global warming is there. Talking about all the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbon, sooner or later, if not controlled, then it won't take much time that the world will end. In 1992, UNFCCC set some guidelines and standards for every country as how much carbon emission can be done. So the concerned government started giving permits to the industries and their allotted quota of carbon emission. So this gave rise to carbon market and carbon credits. Say for example, if an industry emits 1000 metric ton of carbon and the government have given the permit for 500 ton, then the concerned industry will either purchase carbon credit from those industry whose carbon emission is lower than the permitted quota, or either they will reduce the production, which will be a loss making deal for the industry. So they will purchase carbon credits from other sources. In simple terms, the industry leaves carbon footprints and the industry who emits less carbon makes carbon offsets. So the industry doing carbon offsets sell carbon credits to the industry leaving carbon footprints. Talking about 1 carbon credit equals to 1 ton of carbon dioxide you are releasing outside the atmosphere. Carbon credit points can be generated either by using advanced technology or agricultural land, farming, forest area, etc. All those ways by which carbon emission can be reduced can generate carbon credit points. 1 carbon credit in the present day carbon market is valued between $50 to $150 in different countries. In recent years, we say new adapter technology like solar, windmill, etc. But the energy produced from those was not sufficient as the required energy is much higher. So fossil fuels burning was the only option like coal, petrol, diesel, etc. For the fossil fuels, excess amount of deforestation is being done and jungle areas are being cut down from where excess amount of oxygen we get. So friends, in 1992, as I said earlier, UNFCCC, with the concept of net carbon zero by 2050, a future plan to save Earth, started a mission. But India put a disclaimer that it will be carbon free by 2070. Recently, last month, August, India passed an energy conservative amendment bill in Lok Sabha that it will start carbon market in India. And so, India will soon become a big business hub for those who can create carbon credits. So talking about Inflector India, along with the mission to save Earth, also have established themselves for a big business fortune for themselves by the way of selling carbon credits, as the product Inflector's main working is to reduce carbon emission. Friends, I wanted to Google world's biggest mission to save Earth. Then you will see Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary, who started this revolution, and he is the aggressor from India. Talking about the product Inflector, it has a market of almost 75 lakh crores and successfully running in top 60 countries. Just giving an example of Indian company named as EKI have already done a business of $1 billion by selling carbon credits. That's huge. Inflector India is also have set their platform on a solid base by signing the rights of 5 Asian countries. And by the way of community building, it also gives you the opportunity to be a partner and earn profits and also help in the biggest mission to save Earth. So friends, there lies the opportunity for you as well. Do join the platform and make for yourself a business fortune. So I would like to thank Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary for such a service to the nature and mankind. I, Sumit Agarwal, extend all the best and warm wishes for a successful future ahead. Thanks.